Welcome back from that break. And okay, so we're talking about from job seekers to job creators and the rise of entrepreneurship. So as we were saying earlier, I think a lot of new entrepreneurs don't really take into perspective that shift in mindset that they have to have.
Exactly.
Like I said, except for people that are just like, this is what I want to do from the get-go. But when you are shifting from like a job seeker to an actual job creator, it's not easy.
You need to give yourself time.
Exactly.
Because already as a job seeker, you're already used to a fixed routine and how to do things.
Exactly.
So you're living that now into a new phase. So many things needs to be changed.
It is like a lot of the time they don't, and then when they don't get that right, it doesn't create a good foundation
At all.
for whatever they want to create. So they have to get in line with that, which now brings me to how, like, okay, what are the form of support job creators can have? Because for every nation's economy to grow, you need people. We already have population that are there to work. Of course, So we need more people that are going to create jobs. Because especially in a country like Nigeria, we talk about Western countries, and they have their they usually have their things together already for the Westerners. They are very organized, and they have certain ways they do their things. But when it comes down to our country here in Nigeria, things don't work as they should. Laws are like laws are just there. They're just there for just their sake, until when it favors some set of people, that's when it works. So we don't always have to depend, because it's every time we're always like, okay, the government, what is government doing? What's the government anything that happens is the government. President, what is he doing? What is it? Something up. What's president doing? Something happened in local government. The president, what is he doing? The thing is, it comes before we have massive growth. It comes from the from the bottom to the top. Yeah, the grassroots. So what's the form of support you think job creators should have or can have? Because we cannot wait for the government all the time. And for us to actually contribute to national development, we have to have more people creating jobs, because we live in Nigeria is a capitalist state. That means everybody has the right to create jobs.
And the rate of unemployment is alarming.
It is alarming. So when these job creators are going out there, what form of support do you think they should have, whether from government or from the citizen, anyhow? Because we actually need them to make the economy boom.
Okay, so there are many before we go into that, I feel the job creators themselves have to help themselves, because some people try to go into entrepreneurship out of passion. They just feel, I'm passionate about this.
An instant burst of passion. It doesn't even last.
Like, as a matter of fact, if let's say two people are in school, university, and then they graduate from the school, one is trying to get a job, the other one is carrying CEO title. The one looking for that job will look at you and be like, okay, hi, I think is this not my mate? Why can't I have this CEO thing? Then before you know what's going on, the person has said, okay, start from status, launching soon. CEO ID card is out there.
Launching soon.
You find a lot of people who launch on WhatsApp status, and 1 month later you don't get to hear anything again.
Exactly. Some people stay up to 1 month.
Exactly. Just quickly train. Like, I think people should just know what they want to know. If you're a job seeker or a job creator, don't stress yourself.
Don't follow others.
Don't force it.
I mean, I used to say this. I know my strength. My strength is that I can't be a job seeker. It's a strength for me. I've tried it. after, because I feel if I go, they don't used to give me that way to express so much of what I have. If I want to do this one, the person is like,
we have our company vision.
Or you hear, no, this is way above your pay grade.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this thing, this thing will not work. Or you are trying to implement something, and then the person is now influencing what you think will work.
Yeah.
So, but there are people who can't create jobs specifically. They are like, they can't support a system.
Exactly.
So most people need to first off help themselves, know exactly what they can do.
Okay.
The idea of entrepreneurship is not, in fact, I believe that entrepreneurship is not just about business. Entrepreneurship is a person, your ability to produce.
Exactly.
That's what entrepreneurship is.
Yes.
So I can be an entrepreneur without carrying CEO as a title. As a matter of fact, even CEO is an employee. People don't know that.
Yes.
Because CEO is not that. I don't have to be the founder.
Yes.
To be CEO.
Yes, there's some companies that employ CEOs.
Employ CEOs.
Yes.
I think
CEO is a rank.
Having a wrong perception.
People have a very wrong perception of CEO. CEO is a rank.
Chief Executive Officer.
Yes.
It's different from the owner of the
but the thing is, most of the time when job creators start and they actually become successful, you know, the initial job creator becomes the CEO. So it is like that. But you know, in the instance of Jack, the creator of Twitter, he used to be the CEO and then he became a founder. They employed
someone
that's
and then before he now sold Twitter.
When he sold the Twitter, and Elon Musk fired him.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes, he fired him, and most of the people.
Exactly.
So CEO is not really does not mean that I have to own it. I can own a part of it, but fully no. So people have this wrong mindset. They feel like I feel so good if I bear the title of CEO. So that is already a wrong mindset that they go with. Then the next thing is that people don't understand that entrepreneurship is a journey. It's not a destination.
That's true.
It's not something that you say, when I just do this thing,
when I get to this level, I'll rest.
I've arrived. So that's why we see in Africa we have this arrival mentality very fast, and the reason is because we compete more. I mean, there are positive competition, but the negative competition is more within ourselves. An average Western young man is not creating a product that they will benefit from. He's creating it and targeting another country entirely. Someone can be in the US, in US now, and create a product, and his mindset about that product is for people in Nigeria. Yes. Someone was giving me an example. Say, do you know that the people who create this gas cylinder, the country it's coming from, they don't use it as much as we use it in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Wow. So the people are there, they find the need, and then they create it. Yes. So it's just like, okay, we have to really understand that entrepreneurship is a journey. And this journey is a journey. So that's the second thing. Then the next thing that people must consider is that they have to understand the place of internship. You know, in the olden days, it used to be apprenticeship where someone will go and serve for.
They still do it. They still do it.
You notice that majority of the people who submit themselves to that system end up successful in the business.
Of course.
Majority, except those that go there and then they are not serious. Majority of the people who go into that aspect are because it takes more than desire. It takes more than having a good heart. It takes more than having a brilliant idea to really succeed in business. And sometimes, and I say the reason why we have more failed entrepreneurs in our generation is that many people think the true test of entrepreneurship is what happens on social media. So they pick their ideology of entrepreneurship from social media, pursue the entrepreneurship based on what they see on social media. They just want to update their bio, you know, I am the CEO. So when they get there, they are met with the rude shock. So they must understand the place of internship. In fact, no matter how brilliant the business is, there should be a place where you can use to learn the ropes of this thing. No matter how, there must be a place where someone can. If I want to own a media company, I should have an experience in a media company.
Okay.
Because I will
first.
in that setting, it is easier for me to make a mistake and it will be covered based on the bigger body. But if I start from a juvenile stage of my own business as a media person and I make a mistake, it may stay with me for a long time. So it is better to start by going into the setting place where has been established, whose realm is not starting again. They've left the place of starting. So I'm holding the legs of their starting point, the foundation to strengthen my ability to learn, to see what it means to fail in this thing, to see what it means to market, to lead, to handle clients, to close deals, to negotiate. Most young people don't like to do that thing. And the idea is that people think being freelancers automatically make them entrepreneurs. So if I can do something with my laptop and then make 500,000 in a month, 1 million in a month, the person assumes that, well, I'm an entrepreneur. It's a different thing entirely. Because you are only an entrepreneur when you create what people around you can benefit from directly.
I think this whole thing boils down with the mentality.
The mentality, there must be a lot of reorientation. So many people have to go back to that old system. It's an old rugged system of
being an apprentice.
Be an apprentice.
Learn the trade.
Learn it.
Have a versatile knowledge about
people did. In fact, even in the north, I see that a lot. You see a young boy stay with one allergy in one big shop, stay there for a long time, and then when they want to settle in, they take him to Mecca. And you know, it all starts from there. The guy moves. Because the idea is that when the person is living with the contacts he has gathered in that place, the experience, the field. There are certain things the person will not be able to repeat in his or her own enterprise based on the fact that he has seen the ripple effect before. It is that experience. Because experience is not knowledge. Experience is
you have to get it.
You must
XP.
Someone can read book now and say I'm experienced. Someone was making mockery of all this LinkedIn. You know, LinkedIn. There are too many tush people on LinkedIn. A lot of CEOs, a lot of consultants, lots of this and that. Then you engage them, it's terrible. And then the man was like, it's not about that you went to social school, you returned. You have this certificate, you came, and then you automatically assume that you have everything. No, the experience, go to the field. It will humble you.
That's true.
The streets is
my God. It's rugged.
It's rugged.
It's not for the weak.
The dog eats dog world.
You talked about the negative impact of social media on entrepreneurs. Don't we have also positive impact of the social media on entrepreneurs?
There are lots of positive impact of social media.
Buttress.
Yeah, because you see, social media, what social media does is that it reduces some of our efforts to achieve certain results, right? Now, the whole essence of entrepreneurship is value creation, right? Now, social media allows you to be able to apply that principle of entrepreneurship without leaving your environment. So, I could transact a deal via social media. We can be here and have something that someone in the US needs. We don't have to live here and go to the US to be able to convince the person that this thing can be done. So social media bridges the gap of communication. It helps people transact easily. As a matter of fact, I started my business from social media. Yes, I mean, it was literally from social media. There was nowhere else I could go. I did not have the technical capital. You want to go in Abuja, you want to rent office space, and then they're telling you 2 million naira, just a little, somewhere very little. So I had to start with social media, build an audience online, and people could see it. I mean, the clients, the audience. So I was able to establish everything and stayed on it for 2 years now, unshakable.
Wow.
Simply because social media was there. There are people I have transacted with that have paid me to do things for them that they've never met me till date. But social media has given us that leverage, yes, to be able to So just that the difference there is that for you to actually maximize social media, there is the KLT factors. People must know you, love you, and trust you. So some people utilize the social media, but they don't know that you are creating an image. There is something called digital footprint, social media, on social media. Digital footprint is that for everything I post, you know, even on WhatsApp status, people don't know, you know, that if I make a post on status and I see 100 views, you know, we look down on those things. 100 views, it means 100 people came together to see that thing I posted.
Okay.
So digital footprint means that if I post this thing, I post another, those people that keep watching, I am creating an image already for who I am.
Okay.
So it's either they love that image I'm creating, then they cannot trust me to buy into what I'm bringing as a product or service. So, social media, it has its own rules, it has its own principles. People need to understand the way it works. It's not just for fun. I know there are people go there. There are three parts of social media: the information, the education, the entertainment. But it seems the entertainment part is
now gaining dominance.
It's dominant.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can't truly blame people for going into that aspect of entertainment, because entertainment does bring people faster to you. Because exactly, yes, you know, you get to garner, you know, quick audience. There is this guy online now, I don't know if anybody has seen his video, Tony, he works with a company that creates you know, a product, and then he just makes videos about the product, funny videos, and then he has become a worldwide viral sensation now.
Wow.
So he just went, okay, how can I make this product more entertaining? And then he's selling as well as entertaining. I mean, if you can combine those two together, you are going to get a wonderful result. You are definitely going to get a wonderful result.
In a positive way, in a way that it will benefit you and benefit others. And whatever you post on social media, you're already creating you are giving people an impression of who you are. Okay, that's what some people don't understand. And some follow trends. This one is posting this, let me also post it. You are different from that person. Your personality differs.
What I want to achieve is different. The reason why.
So we should just try and understand this.
Question. Now, for I'm sure you have met some entrepreneurs, females, males. Just from your perspective, for which gender do you think entrepreneurship is harder or easier for?
Well, from a global landscape, there is no gender bias for entrepreneurship. But if we come to our motherland,
Nigeria,
you understand, there is this cultural fix about entrepreneurship to mean only the males
can do it,
have the capacity to do it. Because the thing is that when someone succeeds as an entrepreneur, aside the fact that the person is going to get the profits, the person will also have authority. I am the CEO of this big brand, and if the husband or the male folk is not up to that
level,
you know, the natural female may want to submit, want to listen, but you know, there is still a part of her again that will be like, you are talking about now.
So
I have
okay. So you
cultural difference.
The cultural differences. Okay, it plays a role in that.
It does.
So you think more males are more? I don't know. Is it easier for males to succeed as entrepreneurs or females?
No. In fact, entrepreneurship, anybody has the capacity to succeed. But why it looks like male folks have more
succeed more,
have to succeed more, is that if a male decides to say, okay, this is what I want to chase, he gets to be clapped for. He gets that ovation, right? But if a female decides to say, I want to build this company, I want to start this tech stuff, I want to do this, you know, the first I mean, the first expression the lady will get will not be exactly how the guy will get.
Okay, different expressions.
Some people will be like, okay, you know, and you know, entrepreneurship is not too certain. In fact, I used to say it's not everybody that wants to do entrepreneurship that will succeed.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
I mean, you can spend many years. So people will begin to look at it. You know, you know, this thing is not too sure. Go and get a job, or go and, you know, you soon start talking about marriage. You understand? But the guy can decide to stay on that business for 10 years, and nobody, in fact, they will be like, okay, the business is progressing. Keep it up, get it done. So anybody can succeed in entrepreneurship, but while you are pushing it, understand the cultural demand of our environment.
Yeah, and I think you just need to know what works for you.
Exactly.
You can also be a job seeker and also a job creator.
Exactly.
If it works for you,
Yeah.
you can leave the job sector and create jobs. Just look for what works for you. Don't follow anybody. Don't follow any social media trends. All right, time is against us. Thank you so much, David Sam. It was nice having you on the show.
Thank you.
Are we still going to tap from his knowledge again?
Yes,
we are not done.
Definitely,
we are not done.
Definitely.
All right, viewers, this is where we draw the curtain on today's episode. Now I leave you with this. When you're moving from being a job seeker to a job creator, your mindset, your mentality has to be redefined so that you can achieve that goal. Now, if job seeking works for you, fine. If job seeking and job creation works for you, fine. Just look for what works for you. Don't follow anybody. Don't follow any trend. And with this, trust me, you will be adding a whole lot to the national growth. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. Till we come your way again, I am Confidence Reuben.
I'll leave you with this. For every job creator out there, consistency is key. I am Bukola Ogungbeje. Stay tuned to Captain TV for more news and updates. I'll see you. So bye.